Lord. We is in this thing. We is in this thing. We is in this thing. Great morning. Great morning. Great morning. Great people. What y'all was doing, Charles? Well, I'm about to say you don't want to go live on the gram this morning, child. I'm about to say I'm trying to do right, y'all. The Lord had told me I got to do right in my spiritual, so I'm trying to do right and go live on the gram. Or let's do it. Hey, or let's do it. It is time for love and clarity. Do it. I'm finna tell y'all. I'm gonna wait till the people name because I'm finna come on here and tell y'all people name to go tell your people name. Right now, right now. Y'all that don't cut up. Ooh, y'all y'all ain't gonna get mad. Somebody gonna do some healing today. We claim that. Great morning, KFK. Great morning, honey. One. What you guys doing? Great morning, Miss Queen's move in the building. What's happening? Jay Causey, what it dooski booski? Great morning. Glad to see you again. True beauty in the building. Radiating and glowing in things, giving us some good love, light, and healing energy. Great morning, honey ones. What y'all was doing, Charles? Child, listen, who birthday it is? Somebody said, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Hey, happy birthday to you. Because today is your birthday. There go your birthday song. Y'all see, I don't dance like that. People don't dance no more. All they do is this. I don't know what they do these days. I don't be out in the publicals. I don't know. That sounded like pubic hairs, but I was just gonna give it to y'all anyway. I don't want to say that one no more. The publicals, I don't think that sounds like credentials. That's I felt like I was talking about somebody credentials. I don't want to say that one no more. Give me another word. Don't use that one. That don't sound right. We might be talking about somebody publicals today. That's the new word for the that there. Yeah, we might be somebody, anybody, not really. We gonna do some healing today. Great morning, Pamela. Great morning. Pamela is checking in on the white tea side of the street. Great morning, Touche and the community. I'm grateful for making it through another weekend. Come on, 3-day weekend. Ain't that a blessing? You better get you some rest, honey one, and get you some rest. You got a coaching call on Sunday. I told you that. So you're going to have to see me on Sunday, Neil. Hey, y'all come in. Like the live, share love. Is y'all got y'all favorite adult beverage, your favorite adult beverage for this morning? Y'all, it's going to get good today. What time is it? It's 2 more minutes. Good morning, Miss. I made it. Oh, y'all, let me check. I turn my lights off, child. I was trying to keep my lights on and stuff. Keep the light on in. Good morning, Miss. I made it. Okay, I'm back. How are you doing today, y'all? Come in, like the live, share the love, drop something in the chat that you're grateful for this morning. Something you're grateful for this morning. Cherie checking in. What it dooski booski? Burn me some ancestor money for my son last night. Come on with it. I burned some this morning. I still got 4K to spend. 4K to spend. We are going to talk about that ancestor money because y'all know we're starting our GWTF challenge on 9/1. So you got to get in the coaching community for that. We're going to talk about it on Sunday. I'm going to give y'all some details and things. We're going to have a coaching call on Sunday. I just decided it is September 1. Since we're starting the challenge, so we are going to have a coaching call on Sunday, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Okay. And I will drop that in the Discord community as well. Good morning, Mimi Nim checking in. Great morning, honey one. Grateful to be, ain't it a blessing to pay some bills? Drop some gratitude in the chat if you able to pay a bill. If you was able to pay your car note, your house note, your insurance, your phone bill, my God, I am grateful. Thank you, Lord, for the resources. Can we just say thank you, Lord, for the resources? Yeah, because sometimes we be forgetting about that little stuff. Everybody ain't blessed enough to pay their bills. You understand? There's some folks worried about some bills right now, ain't it? We ain't gonna worry about it though, because I want you to say it's already done. Thank you, Lord, for the resources. It's already done. It's already taken care of. Sandy is checking in on the YT side of the street. Thank y'all so much for showing me love over there. Great morning, Touche, and the community. I'm grateful for my family and the time we spent together. Indeed and amen. Me and my daughter had a nice walk run yesterday. So ain't nothing like y'all. I really do prioritize the time with my children. Of course, it's just my daughter. My son's back in North Carolina. But I do prioritize the time with my children when I'm able to spend time with them, talk to them like for real. If when you start to get grown children, y'all, you will start to appreciate the time that you can spend with them, because now they got life going, and sometimes they got time and sometimes they don't. So if you have adult children, even if you don't, but especially if you do, when you have adult children, you start to really cherish the time with them, because they be about their business. They be going on doing whatever they gonna do, child. And so I'm grateful when I'm able to spend time with my people. Them, okay. I signed up for the community. Was that you, honey? Wani? Listen, I'm feeling generous. You listen, was that you that signed up for the community today or yesterday? Can I just tell you, thank you so much. You were my first subscription purchase, dearest one. You were the first person to purchase a coach. How do I want to say this? A teammate subscription. I have two different subscriptions. I have teammates and I have diamonds. Drop some diamonds in the chat. I better see y'all get in on these coaching calls. I'm finna tell y'all some of the stuff that we finna talk about. Today is Love and Clarity Day, but I want to say thank you so much, dearest one. Thank you so much for you were my first person. I'm so truly grateful. Thank you so much. You know, you do stuff. The Lord will give you an idea. He'll give you something to do. Make sure I sent you an email. So make sure you get in the Discord community. Make sure you get in the Facebook community as well. Check your email. You have an email from me that says welcome to TU. Okay. So thank you, Honey Wani, for supporting me, supporting this community, helping us to grow. You're actually number 20. You're number 20 in the community. Y'all know I only started this about about a week and a half ago. So thank you for coming and hanging out with us. We are having a coaching call on Sunday, 1 p.m. So make sure that you tap in with us for that, okay? Because we're starting our challenge on Sunday, the GWTF challenge, y'all. We're starting that, okay? So make sure to get in where you fit in. Get your get in, get your subscription. It's a monthly subscription, y'all, but I promise you it's worth it. Even this morning, y'all. But before we talk about that, because we finna do coffee and community, okay? Coffee and community. Who gonna come up today? DM, why don't you come up this morning, since you the first person? Send me a thing so you can come up, since you done got in the community. Let us welcome you, okay? Psalms 37, let me write it down. What's it talking about? Let's do a little coffee and community, y'all. Drop this in the chat, dysfunctional. But I want you to spell it. Don't spell it like the regular dysfunctional. I want you to spell it however it come up in your spirituals. I spelled it DIS, dysfunctional. We gonna do some healing this morning. Anybody ready to do some healing? We finna do some healing this morning, because y'all know when we do love and clarity, we do some healing. It's all about healing. Dysfunctional. So we gonna do some. Oh Lord, y'all right. Wait a minute, y'all. Let me get my life in order. Why y'all ain't say something before now, child? Y'all was finna get cut off. Hold on. Let me get my life together. Dysfunctional. Okay, that is what we talking about. Healing on deck, healing on deck. Y'all, I'm sorry, that's blowing on y'all a lot. My bad, y'all. But I know this phone, she bougie. She got to have air conditioning. She got to child, she going through menopause. She getting hot flashes. Dysfunctional. Okay, dysfunctional. Coffee and community this morning. Let's talk about these things that we want to talk about, and we finna talk about this dysfunction. Y'all like the live, share the live, share not confunction. What confunction saying? Now y'all know who this is. Who up there listening to Confunction? Y'all got y'all favorite adult beverage. Let me come over here. Hopefully it'll be able to show me some notifications. We finna do some healing today. Dysfunctional. Y'all, what Confunction sang? I know they sang something I like. What Confunction them sang, child? I don't know. No, that's the Gap Band. No, I know that's the Gap Band. What Confunction sang? They sang like September. Who sang? They don't sing Candy. That's Cameo on Love Train. Is it? That's the way it goes on Love. No, I don't think. Is that it? Sometimes is that it? Somebody told me that's the way it goes. Oh, that's the wrong song. Okay, never mind. That's the Commodores. Y'all is getting me confusions. That's the way it go. What else they sang? I know that song. What else they sang? They don't sing nothing fast. We want to get crunk because you about finna get mad at your spirituals when we start talking about y'all people and them, y'all family. We finna talk about them. Y'all, I'm told you right now. Don't you come over here with no religiosity in your spirituals. Y'all know we ain't on that. We gonna do some healing today. But I want to tell somebody you might get a little triggered in your spirituals. And I'm sorry, but we gonna have to get triggered because we gonna have to do some healing. Because they smile in your face. Child, listen. If that's the song I was singing, y'all ready? Oh, we finna get this tea. It's the dysfunction. It's the dysfunction. This the dysfunction. And we finna take the funk out of the dysfunction. How about that? We gonna do some healing. That's what we gonna do. Like the share the love. Y'all gonna let me just tell y'all. Let me just tell y'all. This is not okay. Can I be serious for a moment? This is not going to be the easiest love and clarity because for some of y'all, you trying to figure out why you can't get past some stuff. Come on, God, why you can't get past some stuff, or why you keep attracting the same type of person into your life, or why you're looking for love. Because when we start talking about family dynamics and dysfunction, it makes us have to go all the way back, and we start to find the seed where your rejection wounds were planted, your abandonment wounds. Anybody grew up where you had one parent that left, or your parents got divorced, or you all we got to go there, y'all. We got to go there. Why? Because these are things that we end up healing in our adult life. Do you realize that this is the stuff that we have to heal when we become adults, the traumas and things that we hold on to? So don't be surprised if this live is a little long, because I'm gonna get out what I need to get out. As the Lord was talking to me about this, we don't have a scripture today, but this is the kind of stuff that kind of goes deep, but it's also the kind of stuff that we don't talk about, but then we don't understand why we're holding on to trauma, pain, rejection, abandonment, all of these things, y'all, and then it just keeps multiplying in our lives, as evidenced by the relationships that you're in, the people, your friendship circles and things like that. And I want to say this. I want everybody to drop this in the chat before we get started, because we spent to get started. I love y'all. I love y'all. And I want you to put that in the chat. And I want you to mean it in your spirituals. Put this in the chat. I love y'all. Not of evildoers. Well, we gonna come to it. We gonna come to it. I love y'all. And in your heart, in your spirituals, I want you to send that message out to whoever you are saying that whoever you finna start this forgiveness with, this healing with, I want you, that's who that's directed at. I love y'all, and I want you to know, and this is me in the camera, my family, whether you are, I don't think anybody in my family watches this, but I love y'all. I love y'all more than I can ever express to you. I'm gonna put some stuff out in the spirituals, in the air, in the atmosphere for y'all, that you maybe can't, even if you can type it if you want to, but I'm gonna say it to your family and mine. I love y'all. I love y'all more than I can even begin to tell you. I love y'all so much that I'm doing everything that I can, because the ancestors, NIM, spirit NIMs, our entire ancestral lines are banking on me to create healing in our lives, and not just my life. But I love y'all so much that even when it hurts, even when you've rejected me, even when you've abandoned me, I am still doing everything that I can in order to create a better life for not just me, but for you. I love y'all. I love y'all, because remember this, a lot of most of y'all in here, you the one. You the one that took on this responsibility to break some chains and some yokes and make some changes. You know, you finna do some healing for the ancestors, them that's in the spirituals that didn't get a chance to do their healing. You finna do some healing for them. You finna do some healing for them. You're the ones that's saying, listen, because they couldn't do it. You know, it's some of us got people in the spirituals that they died and there was no apologies. You weren't able to say what you wanted to say to them. I had to apologize to my mama. I wasn't mad at her. I was mad at what she was doing. But as a result of that, I was the last person to talk to my mama. And then they ended up finding her unalive on her couch. She had died from an overdose. I hope I don't get banned for that. Right? So we gonna do some healing today. I love y'all. Cause guess what you also finna do? In the beginning was the word. In the beginning, I don't know. That's what just popped up on my phone. I love y'all. But what I'm not gonna do, drop y'all ready. Y'all got y'all favorite adult beverage. Let me get these love and clarity cards out real quick. Y'all ready? Y'all like the lie, share the love. I love y'all. But what I ain't gonna do, but what I ain't gonna do, what we ain't gonna do, I got a lot of stuff to talk about. Y'all don't forget but we finna just get started because I feel like it's necessary. I love y'all. But what I ain't gonna do is keep carrying around this pain. What I ain't gonna do is keep making myself feel some type of way when you the one rejected me. Now, we want to also be very clear about this, okay? Just try to block a fake account for you. Thank you, dearest one, y'all. It's a lot of fake pages. This is my only page, okay? This is my only page. Child, let me hold on. Don't come over here. Look, you was trying to get me. Okay, I'm back. Remember this, y'all. This is the thing. You know, healing takes you being the bigger person. You got to be the bigger person to do the healing. For some of y'all, what you're coming to, you got to understand this. You know why you doing this healing for spirit them, your ancestors them? Because they didn't know any better. They know now that they in the spirituals. They know now because now they literally on the outside looking in. Most of the people, so this is why I wanted you to say I love y'all, because they didn't know. They didn't know. And sometimes we be wanting to blame them, but do you understand that if they didn't know, how could they do better with you? They didn't know. They didn't know. Your mama didn't know how to be nurturing and loving and caring to you. Why? Because her mama wasn't like that with her. Your daddy didn't know how to be there for you, so he chose to abandon you and reject you. Why? Because he was rejected. It didn't start with you. They can only they can only give you what they were given. Why? Because they weren't taught anything else. So sometimes we place blame. Now, mind you, at the same time, they had the opportunity, because it's a choice, right, to do better. It's a choice. But you either choose to do better or you just choose to continue to be how you are. So what do? We decide I'm not going to drop this in the chat. It ain't going to be me. I'm not going to be with my children, even though I may have started out that way. But if you have smaller children, I want you to start speaking. Come on, God, I want you to start speaking this into your life right now. I ain't going to be the same way with my kids that my mama, my daddy was with me. So can I give y'all some clarity for a moment? One of the biggest lessons that I understood for the reason I had to come to California was to do some healing with my biological father. Me and my biological father don't really communicate very much. Now, I can't say what his problem is with me other than, and I'm saying what I'm saying, and I love y'all. But I'm not gonna pretend or try to, I'm not finna lie. I'm not finna try to make you, because see, that's the problem. I'm no longer in a season of life. See, come on, God. Most people don't want to talk about this kind of stuff. I'm not gonna let you lie on me. Now, I don't know what you done told everybody else. And this is just in any family member. Take whatever family member and put them in this situation that you want to. Okay. I'm not gonna let you lie on me. I'm not going to let you create or paint a narrative of me to try to make yourself look better. This is the season of life I'm in. Have y'all ever dealt with somebody and you don't even know what they said? But but because you are not you don't have an opportunity to defend yourself, they can create a narrative to anybody who will listen. Why? Because you don't talk to who they talk to. So they will have you people thinking that you crazy. They will have people thinking that you did something to them when in actuality you ain't did nothing. hmm Dysfunctional. But do you understand why? Because remember this, y'all, we doing some healing, right? Come on, healing. We doing some healing. So think about this. You have decided to be and become the best version of yourself. Most of us, we over here believing in the Lord, we walking in faith, we really, a lot of us like me, no drinking, no smoking, no doing nothing. I'm just up here serving the Lord. Tell me how people find fault when you trying to do right in life, but yet they didn't find that fault when you was toxic. For some of you, you got family members that don't like the choices that you're making, but your decisions ain't affecting their life. What I'm doing affects nobody but me. Why are you mad? Because, come on, God. Why are you mad? Because I'm trying to improve myself. Anybody ever dealt with that? You mad because I'm trying to be a better version of me? Where was your antennas when I was over there drinking, trying to find myself in the bottom of a bottle every day? You ain't cut in. Where was your antennas when I was pop, 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 pop? Where you was then? Where was your care and your compassion then? Where was your intentions when I was crying myself to sleep every night instead of reading my Bible every night, praying every night, and talking to the Lord? Why am I a bad person now that I'm doing the best part of my life? I'm gonna need a moderator. How can I add a moderator? Who wants to moderate? Because I ain't got time for this. I ain't got time. I need a moderator. And I don't know. True Beauty, here you go. I'm finna add you right now. Let me figure it out because I ain't got time. True Beauty in the building. Settings. Let me see if I can add you. Moderators. Add True Beauty. How do I find you? I don't see you. What is your, let me see your True Beauty holds power. Okay, let me try it again. Cause I ain't got time. Hold on, y'all. Let me figure it out. Don't be judging me. Minted in my spirituals. Let me see if I can find you, child. There you go. Look, mute accounts, block accounts, comments, real time, add or remove guests. Okay, pin comments. Okay, true. Boom. Honey One, can you moderate for me? Cause who has time for that? And thank you, Honey One, cause I ain't got time. Thank you, dearest one. I appreciate you so much. Okay, I'm back. Child, I done lost my whole train of thought because they done got on my nervous system. I was finna cuss a word, wasn't it? I was finna cuss a word. Okay, I'm back. Listen. Where was your antennas when I was going through the most toxicity part of my life? Why didn't nobody care then? Why ain't nobody care when I was really shooting bad and I really needed help and I was depressed and maybe it had you why you ain't say nothing then? You ain't care. You ain't care at all. And it blows my mind, y'all. It blows my mind. And so one thing that I've learned in this season, and it's crazy that it happened, but this is me. And I understand this. One thing ain't nobody gonna do is make me feel bad about being and becoming the best version of myself. Do you know for most of y'all, there's no one who can actually say anything bad about you. They can't say anything negative that you're doing right now. It was times in my life where people could have said, man, and mind you, let me flip back to Toya real quick. I'm going to let Toya out for just a second. Do you know when Toya was in charge, that's the ego, right? That's that toxic side. That's that spirit. That's the ratual part of my spirituals. Touche is the spirit part, and the ritual part is Toya, just in case you didn't know. So y'all know I'm very spiritual. Okay, so come Toya. Toya, Lord, girl, hold on, let me tell you, I love you. Girl, I love you. Love you. Look, girl, we finna uno momento. Let me have a talk with self. Girl, listen. Don't don't give aside yourself because you're getting a couple minutes outside. Don't do it. I love you, but you get ignorant. Spell it. Ignant. You get ignorant and them cuss words will start flying because your mouth real flip, girl. Like your mouth, the way your mouth set up. Yeah. So get your life and your spirituals in order. We is on the Publicos TV. Don't do that. You come out for a second so you can tell the people them so the people them can get the full Toya experience, and then we gonna go back to Touche. Got it? Okay, cool. Okay, I'm back. Listen, not the MFN radio. If people want to see me get out of character, that's when Toya come out, because see, Toya don't care nothing about it. This why I tell people you better keep Touche. Toya like to fight. She like to shoot. She like to cuss you out. No hesitation. God know my heart. He know her too. That's why he be like, keep her wrapped up, wrapped too tight. Keep her where she at. Why? Because Toya is ignorant. Why? Because Toya is that little girl who has had to spend her whole life fighting against everybody. Even though she'd been great to everybody, she's the one that's been hurt. She's the one that's been traumatized. She's the one that just has had to go through so much, who so many people took advantage of. See, can't nobody take advantage of Touche, because Touche has developed Toya to where we not going to get taken advantage of. Keep her where she at, because Toya will cuss you. I will cuss you out and continue on with my day, because I give no what. Why? But see, that's what, but do you realize that I also had to, because she had to develop thicker skin. because she's been hurt so many times and so many people abused and misused it. She's the little girl that got abandoned when she was little, and she's a little girl that was traumatized when she was seeing her mama get a man putting their hands on her, and she was the one who went through all of those experiences. And then Touche had to come out because, see, Toya got a little tired. And what did Toya do when Toya started getting tired? Toya started escaping, and she started using different things to help her escape the world she was in, because she was depressed and she was hurt, and her daddy wasn't there, and her mama was gone. And when her mama, man, they was poor growing up. They didn't have a lot. So Toya started finding ways to escape the life she was in, the reality she was in. And then she got angry. And when she got angry, then she started being destructive to herself. Because, see, they didn't care nothing about that, because they wanted Toya to keep destroying herself, because then they could manipulate and take advantage of Toya. Oh, but when she grew up, drop it in the chat. Oh, when she grew up. Oh, when she grew up. Them same men, no. It's a no for me, dog. Oh, when she grew up. Or he, if you're a man. Now that we grown, we can have grown people conversations. And what you ain't gonna do is paint a narrative of me when I'm actually the best version of myself I've ever been. That's what you're not gonna do. I'm not finna play in your face. I'm not finna it's some stuff that folks done did. You anybody else have this? There is some stuff that folks done did that if other people knew what they did, would nobody fool with them? Do you know that some of us have the capability to really put somebody's business in the streets? Thank God we grew up. Do you know it's some folks that if you told people who they really were, because they still lying to folks, making people think they one type of way, this way, that way, or the third way, do you realize that these people, whether it's family, friends, exes, I don't give a put it in whoever you want to put in there. Man, if you really knew who that person was, and I'm not talking about people you don't deal with, I'm talking about people that's still in your life right now, because we ain't talking about your exes, because hopefully we pray that they have grown, and they're exes for a reason. So we pray for their growth. We pray that they have increased and elevated in whoever they are, because we're not really talking about them. But let's talk about family members that are still in your life, that are still being the very same people that you knew them to be, but they still lying to folks and showing people a false side of themselves to make you look bad. Come on. Like, because I can't speak on none of my exes, y'all, because I don't talk to my exes. So I don't know what kind of people they are. So I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about these folks that's in your life that you still have you may not even talk to them all the time, but they still in your life and they still the same person. You know how they know? Because a lot of them don't even talk to you. What I do to you? Anybody remember the other day we touched on this, and we started talking about being the black sheep. Is anybody the black sheep? Is anybody like been excommunicated from your family and you don't even know why? Anybody don't know? I told Spirit and them that. I said, I don't even know why don't nobody talk to me no more. Sips adult beverage coffee, by the way. You ever been cut off and you just like, why ain't nobody talking to me? What I do? what I do? You and say it again, y'all. Listen, and don't care. Can I get somebody today I need you to just drop this. Come on, Raheem Devon. Make them hate if they wanna. I don't care. Love y'all, but I don't care. I'm good with it. Because you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep on being over here being great. And I'm going to keep letting you be over there being salty. Because who has time for that? I want somebody to leave this live today. Now, we getting all this out in the open because we've experienced this. But we're also at a point, y'all, like I said, healing is the name of the game. And guess what? You gonna have to be mad. And you know what's crazy? Because even though they don't like you or they have something to say about you or they're negative or they don't talk to you, guess what? You still gonna be a blessing in their life and they don't even know it. Because you know why? Come on, God. You know why? Because God didn't give you their type of heart. Come on, Lord. He give you the type of heart that they have. Come on, somebody drop forgiveness in the chat. Forgiveness, for they know not what they do. For they know not what they do. And so as we're talking about dysfunctional, some of us, we have families. Anybody got a family that's so spread apart, like don't nobody talk to nobody for real? Like, it, first of all, I'm just saying, mom, well, y'all know it ain't but a handful of us left on the earth this anyway. And everybody, I had that type of family. We ain't never, everybody separated. Everybody is just in their own world, don't care about nobody else, what nobody else got going on. Everybody just all over the place and everybody struggling. Everybody's struggling. Everybody got a struggle. Everybody got something going. Everybody got something going on. And don't know, won't nobody talk to each other. Won't nobody say nothing. Everybody got something going on. Not understanding that the problem is because you separated. Sandy said, because they know I'm not going to sugarcoat my words. Ain't. Not now another day. This what I don't like. And I'm putting all this stuff out here because remember, y'all, on the latter part of this, we're gonna do some releasing and we're gonna receive some healing. Anybody, I'm the one that everybody, for whatever reason, because I don't know who I'm gonna say it, because I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. You got family members that will try to turn other family members against you. Can I say this? And I say it, and I mean this in my spirituals, baby. You can't turn my children against me. They'll try to pour poison into the people that are closest to you. You ever dealt with somebody, they try to poison somebody else against you? What can I just tell y'all what's getting ready to happen is that the people, and this is true story, the people that they trying to poison against you gonna be like, well, I be around Touche, and I don't see what you talking about. I don't see what you said she was, you said he was, but now people starting to see. Can I just tell y'all that that's what's happening for a lot of y'all? So this is what the Lord was showing me the other day. He said, now people finna see. Cause see, they didn't told so many lies on you that they didn't forgot and because they don't deal with you, they don't know the truth. But now the Lord is putting you out there in front of them and everybody else. And it's like, wait a minute, you said Touche was such. Well, she don't even do. Well, I seen Touche online, and she don't seem to be doing none of that stuff you talking about. So why you was mad at Touche again? What you mad for? Oh, you still mad about stuff you hadn't healed from? Oh, your bad. You still mad when you still mad. And anybody ever had that experience where people mad at you, but you ain't been nothing but good to them? Maybe that's just my story. You done taken care of folks and you don't, but they still, and it's like no matter how much you've done, they still got some, yeah. They feel entitled. Can we just talk about, this is where jealousy and envy comes from? You do realize that there are people who are jealous and envious of your healing, right? You do realize that there are people who simply they're not going to like you just because you've decided to be a better person. Drop that in the chat. I'ma still be better. I'm going to be even better than the better that I was when I thought I was better. I'm not going to stop being better. Do you realize that people are jealous because you've decided to go off after your business? Do you realize that there are people who are mad at your connection with the Lord? You know, in the Bible, it said, you remember when Saul, and I'm paraphrasing, but y'all remember when Saul, when the Lord no longer found, like Saul no longer had the Lord's favor, and he had already said David was going to be king, and Saul was no longer, like, the Lord wasn't helping no more. He was done with Saul, because Saul, you done so much, and I done gave you so many chances. Now, mind you, the Lord had given Saul so many chances over and over and over, and Saul just kept on throwing it in his face. And finally, the Lord said, you know what, I'm done. And no, you can't come back into my good graces. And yes, David is going to be king, and I'm done with you. And then remember, that's when Saul went to the medium and wanted to talk to Samuel, had the medium call the spirit of Samuel up. The Lord won't talk to me. Samuel said, because you're going to be with me tomorrow. It's some folks that's mad because you got a better connection with the Lord than they got. They don't understand why you blessed. They don't understand. They don't understand why you ain't you. They want you to do worse than them, and you got your own stuff going on. Man, listen. Now I'm telling y'all, I want y'all to get this out your spirituals. Okay, get this out your spirituals, because we gonna start with this. We not gonna end with this. I just need somebody to speak this out loud, because I need you to put in your heart and your spirituals that today I'm releasing this shit. I'm releasing it. I'm not gonna hold on to this pain. I'm not gonna hold on to these wounds. I'm not gonna hold on. Dude, has anybody in here ever cried? Do you understand that this is what my platforms are for? Because most of the time, if anybody ever needed to talk about something, and you just ain't had nowhere to say it, well, today is your day to say it. Today is your day to say it. That today is your day to release it. If you didn't ever had to cry because somebody that made you so mad and you can't say what you want to say, today is your day to forgive yourself, forgive them, and let it go. It ain't for them. This is for you. I'm gonna say what you don't want to say. I said, I'm finna put Toya back up. Now, mind y'all, I done already done this healing, okay? So I don't feel no type of way about this, because I have done this healing for myself. I'm releasing this. I'm so grateful, y'all, because I truly have done this healing for myself. But I want you to do this healing for yourself. I'm tired of people looking down on me and me taking that feeling on that I'm not enough. Drop this in the chat. I am enough. I'm enough. I'm enough for me and them. Come on, God. I'm enough for me and them. I'm enough for me and them. I am enough. A lot of us grew up thinking that we couldn't be, do, or have whatever it is that we want. And I am here to tell you that you're more than enough. You're more than worthy. For some of y'all, this is what the stuff we're going to be talking about in the coaching community, y'all. I'm serious, because you have to understand this is why you're not seeing the changes affected in your life. The reason that you can't see yourself being a multimillionaire or having the relationship of your dreams is because you got to do this healing before you can attract that relationship. Why? Because you don't want to take this pain into that relationship. If you don't think you're worthy because of your whole family, your whole friends, your exes, whoever have beat you down and told you that you're not enough, you're going to be bleeding that energy, and then you're going to attract somebody with that same energy. It's toxic. We're not doing toxicity in this next season. We're not going to be able to do it. I ain't going to be able to do it. So what do you have to do? For some of you, you're going to have to go through that period of being celibate. What is celibate? Celibate and abstinent. Because some of us, not y'all, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I then gave anybody these credentials. But you did exchange some energy, and you got to sit on them credentials for a minute, and you got to get rid of that energy. I said what I said, meant it. Meant it. You still, you might, that you you gonna have to sit on these credentials, because why? You need to get your energy right. You got to get your energy in order. You got to why you don't stop begging the Lord to send you somebody. If you still begging the Lord for a relationship, you're not ready for it. I said what I said. If you begging the Lord to send you somebody, you're not ready for somebody. You're not. Because what you'll understand is the Lord will send the person when you've done the healing. And we don't chase, we attract, right? So when you have done the healing, you're going to magnetize. That person is going to be drawn to you. You're not going to have to chase. Y'all are going to be drawn to each other. Some kind of way the Lord is going to set up the interaction. He's going to set it up so you meet this person at exactly the right time. But guess what? Keep begging. Because one thing for certain, two things for sure, the Lord will give you the desires of your heart, even if it's unhealthy. So don't beg, Lord, do the healing within me so that I can be the energy I want to attract. Heal me, Lord. Come on, didn't I say we on healing today? Heal me, Lord, so that let me heal this wound with me and my father. You can't do the healing for them, and I need somebody to understand this. You cannot do the healing for somebody else. There are some relationships that you are going to have to say, Lord, I have done my best, but I'm not going to force myself to try to heal something with somebody that don't want to do healing with me. So you're going to have to leave them where they at, and you're going to have to keep it moving. You're going to have to keep it moving. Because I love you, then love y'all. But what I'm not going to do is cry another tear or spend any more energy trying to figure out why you don't want me, why you don't love me, because that's their choice, y'all. It's a choice. Good morning, my niece, the Booski Wooski. What's your thing? You cannot make them love you, want you. This is a relationship, a man, a woman, a mama, a daddy, a sister, a brother, anybody. Amen. You can't make somebody want you. And if they don't want you, then good. Let me get in alignment with someone who does. Let me get in a line. I'm not finna beg nobody for no love, no attention. I'm not finna beg you to want me. I'm not who finna cause who done did it before me? Me. Why you think you gotta go through a period of having no one so you can drop this in the chat? I love I love me. I love me some me. I love me. You need to love yourself so much. I love me. What did I do before I let talk? Girl, I love you. I love you so much. When you and people be like, and when because when you but you got the self-love is a practice, y'all. It is not a light switch, it is a practice. When I say love me some me, I love me, every part of me, every part of my body. And I love my wrongs, my flaws. I love my positives. I love everything about me. And guess what? The man that comes into my life, Lord, he's going to love everything about me. Why? Because I do. Because I do. But if you don't love you correctly, how's somebody else going to love you? Can we say that? So how does loving you correctly start? You got to start releasing, and it takes time, but I'ma just be honest, y'all, man. I'm 21 plus tax, baby. I ain't got time to still be holding on to wounds from 1922. I ain't got time for that. Why? I ain't got time because I've been through those relationships. Like I'm sorry, y'all. And I don't know how old y'all are, but I'm just like, man, I ain't gonna be able to do it, dog. Like this is one of them. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. You have got to, you cannot still be mad. And listen, I love y'all for whoever this is for. You cannot still be mad about what your mama did to you. If you in your 30s, 40s, and 50s, dog, listen, you need to give your mom and your daddy some grace. And I said what I said. You need to give them some grace because they didn't know either. They didn't know. If they still doing it when you this age, and they have, and this is what I'm trying to say. If they did it like me and my mama, we did our healing right. In the earlier years, my mama wasn't the best, but as she got older, my mama did some healing. She was really tapped in with the Lord, even though she went through her period, and what happened to her happened. My mama and I's relationship, from the time I was a kid until the time I was an adult, it completely shifted. On the other side of things, my dad, not the same. Why? Because he refuses to do the healing. Love you, but he refuses to do the healing. So therefore, he's continuing to perpetuate the cycle on his side. But you know what I ain't gonna do? I'm not gonna have that relationship with my children. I'm not gonna have that, and I that is my choice. So what do? I do the healing. I'm doing the healing with my children. Doing the healing with my children. It's an ongoing process, because remember this, I took my children through some things. So they got to do their own, they got to be willing to do their own healing as well. But what I ain't gonna do is I'm not gonna beat myself up, because I'm sorry, and I have apologized to my children. What if they won't do the healing? Then what can you do about that, Mona? What can you do about somebody else's choice? And why would you beat yourself up? I love my children. Do you understand? I love my children. But just like I have a destiny, they have a destiny too. I can't make you go through an experience. I can't make you forgive me. If you don't want to forgive me for what happened to you as a child, my God, I am so sorry. But I cannot live my life feeling some type of way about somebody who I no longer am. The true story. Do you realize that we really are only 11 months old? Every 11 months, every cell in our body has been replaced. The person who you were is dead, gone, over with. You're not even that person anymore. You're not even that person. Most of us, not just physically in your body, but you literally are not that person anymore, because we've transformed, we've elevated, we've done the healing, we've done all of this. So you feel some type of way about who I was then, baby, listen, I ain't gonna be able to do it. I got to move on. And that's where you learn to release with love, light, and healing energy. Pray for them. Pray, Lord, I pray healing. And I do this for my children, even if ain't nothing wrong. I pray healing into their lives, into their happiness, their wellness, their safety, their security, their health. I pray it into their lives, and all I can do is give it to God, because it's not my responsibility. Anyone else's healing is not my responsibility. It's just not. That's one of our biggest problems, y'all. We take on other people's responsibility. We think that we're responsible to make other. No, you're not. We're not talking about children. We talking about grown people. Them. Oh no, I ain't gonna be able to do it. I love you with my whole heart, but what I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna make your healing my responsibility. And you know why I can say this? Because if I was making my mama's addiction my responsibility. We all did. We were trying everything we wanted to do, everything we could possibly do. I know, right? We tried everything we could, y'all, but ultimately it was up to my mama to want to do better, and until she didn't want it, she didn't want to do better. So you know what, we finally had to say, okay, all right, because that's when you be like, man, I wash my hands, because you be done ran yourself crazy trying to fix something in someone's life that they ain't trying to fix. You steady pouring money into them, and they steady, it's like somebody with whatever, that you steady giving them money, but all they doing is blowing it. But then you wonder, like, I just don't know what to do. Nothing. Stop enabling them. Stop enabling them. I had to stop enabling people, men, family, all of that. I had to stop. And then at the end of the day, you still feel some type of way about me. What? Mm-mm. But when does that happen? You love. When you love yourself, you love yourself enough to say, man, I just can't do this anymore. You realize the toll that it's taking on your life. You realize that you're taking on so much of somebody else's life and responsibility. And I'm not talking about like if it's someone who has something that they can't do anything about. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about someone who is in their right mind, in their right health, and they're just making choices that are not bad for them. You got to drop them anchors. Anybody ever been really, has anybody ever gone through a realization and said, man, this is it, that you got an anchor in your life? You gonna have to, I got to drop it. Because most of us, you got a lot of times you have more than one, and you lugging those anchors around for years, some of us for years, and you just not gonna be able to do it. And all of it, because look, sink in, they gonna sink you. This me. I had to realize that I was anchored to people, and this is me in my life now. If I feel like you an anchor, mm-mm, mm-mm. I have learned to release with love, light, and healing energy. I love you. I love you so much. But if you grown, it's like if you grown, mm-mm, and you're not gonna make me feel guilty because I'm not taking care of you because you grown just like I'm grown. You better make it happen. People will become accustomed to you taking care of them, y'all. You people 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 will become accustomed, and then they start to feel entitled. A lot of you, one of the biggest things is you decide, you finally grew up and you said, I'm not going to do this anymore. And somebody got mad. And because you decided you cut them off. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Codependency. They became dependent upon you. This could be financial. It could be energy. It could be whatever it is. You cut somebody off and you really see who they really are. When you stop doing something for somebody, and that's when all of a sudden they mad now because you ain't doing what you used to do for them. What? You decided to choose you and they mad because you're not choosing them. What? How you mad because I want to do something for me? Because they have become accustomed to you being there doing it all for them. They don't care if you ain't doing that. They don't care. That's they don't care if you're not doing anything for yourself. What that got to do with me? But what you gonna do for me? Baby, what? Needless to say, have y'all got that off your chest? You got it off your chest? Are you starting to reflect and see just some of the weight that you've been carrying? I don't do these kind of dump sessions and because y'all know I'm all about positive energy, but I'm also very understanding that most of us are carrying around stuff like this, which keeps us from moving forward, which keeps us from opening ourselves up to receiving what it is we really want. You go to therapy for stuff like this. You go to therapy to talk to a therapist so that you can talk about this kind of stuff. But I need you to start doing this in your own life. How do you do this? Write some letters. I told y'all this the other day. We're gonna do forgiveness letters in coaching. We're gonna do it. The month of September for the Clarity coaching groups, we're focused on our mindset. Focused on it, focused in on nothing but mindset. That's what we're doing for the entire month of September. When you start to pay attention to the way your mind works, it makes you start to delve deeper into why do I think this? They make a huge difference. You got to burn it. You got to write these forgiveness letters, release letters, whatever, write it. And when you write it, don't you go back and read it. So don't take that energy back in. So the goal is to figure out, why do you think a certain type of way about money? Okay. Why, there's a card in here that literally says let it burn. I ain't lying. Look, I just looked down and saw that. There's a card in this deck. What's this card? This don't belong in here. Shake it off. I love the Lord. Toxicity, negative energy. I can't make this up, y'all. I ain't pulled a card yet, but they just sitting here. I'm trying to tell you, this is it. Drop some stop signs in the chat. This is it. Shake it off. This toxicity, negative energy, depressed mood, spiritual warfare. I'm talking, y'all. I could not make this up. On the cut. Look at this, y'all. I love the Lord. I love the Lord. You know, Daddy, you just be showing out sometimes. Y'all. Didn't we just have a message the other day that was called fast forward? I can't make this up. Somebody look on my, y'all, didn't we just have a message called fast forward this week? I don't even remember. If we did, somebody go watch that message. It is on the YT side of the street. I can't make it up. Now, this Let It Burn is a little bit different. Okay, we did, huh? Anyway, I'm back. I can't make it up. Let It Burn. This actually talk about STDs and forget. It says forgiveness. You know what, God? You be knowing something. Look what's on this card. Forgiveness letters. I can't make this up, y'all. Old pictures, unhealthy relationships. Daddy, you be knowing something. When I tell you the Lord be knowing something, he be knowing. He be knowing. He be knowing. He be knowing. Okay. Fast forward says things are moving too fast. Married in 6 months, eloped and moving in together. So this is actually talking about like going to the chapel and weddings and things. But the Let It Burn, we definitely gonna keep. I can't make this up. I love the Lord. Crown me, I'm king. If you're toxic and you know it. Child, ain't nobody got time for that. I can't make it up. Thank you, Lord. We receive that. Y'all like the live, share the love. Cause baby, what? Here we go. Okay. Let it burn. We letting it go. We letting it go. Here we go. You can't hurry love, waiting on a proposal, living the single life, runaway bride is the next card to come out. And remember, we were just talking about, we only going to pull 4 of these today because I feel like that'll cover everything that we need to cover. Remember, I just told y'all some of you going to have to sit on them credentials. Don't rush this process. This is one of our biggest mistakes, y'all, is we want to, because I was a person that always felt like I needed to be with somebody. But why? It's because I was lacking something within myself. And if you're trying to hurry, rush the Lord, or somebody will align, but they're not going to be the alignment for you. You're going to get into something and you're going to realize that this is not what you wanted. So we don't want to rush or try to hurry our healing journey. You can wait on it. I can wait on it. I can wait on the person who's for me. I'm willing to wait on the person who's for me. Why? Because I refuse to go through anybody got some refusal in your spirituals. When I say I refuse to ever deal with any of the things that I have dealt with before, I will not do it. So I can wait. I can be patient. You're not just sitting here doing nothing. You working on yourself. You're healing. You're growing. Some of you, you're stepping into businesses. You can wait. You can wait. You can't hurry love. You just have to wait. You can wait because it's worth the wait. That's where it's worth the wait. Because if you can get yourself to a point where I saw something yesterday, and I'm just here to tell y'all. When I tell y'all I am on this, like I'm just gonna be and become. What kind? Oh, we gonna talk about this, and oh, we gonna have to this. I don't even know what month this gonna be. We might fast forward that till February. Y'all know I got my plan. Oh, I gotta say this to y'all. Okay, I'm not gonna say it right now. I'll talk about it at the end of the live. Um, yeah, that's when I'll do it. I am going to have the type of relationship that I want. I'm gonna have it. And I'm going to work on myself and develop myself and be patient with myself and learn to love myself. And I'm going to date myself and and it doesn't matter. And I want to say this, and we love our parents, but sometimes you just got to understand your parents are who they are. Your children are who they are. That doesn't mean you're going to love them any less. Okay. I want to put that out there about family, because for a lot of us, our family are the anchors. And you got to understand, you can't change your family, but you can change how you deal with them. You can change how you deal with your family. And does it hurt sometimes? Absolutely, because it's your family, so you want them to support. But can I also say this, that even if the Lord tells you that you got to step away from family, do you understand that he will replace your family with family? Come on, community. So don't ever, this is what the Lord, like, thank you, Lord. It's like, you realize this. Yes, you can't help but make it feel some type of way. You can't help it. You're going to feel some type of way when it's your family that does the dog to you, because but do you understand that most times it's your family that's going to do the worst to you? Why? Because they know you. They know they know how you're going to respond and react to what they're doing. Has anybody ever been in a position where someone, this is narcissistic behavior, by the way. Do you know that there's like when that people withdraw their emotions, especially like because they know that that's one of the ways, it's like they're trying to intentionally hurt you. So who needs to know this? And for this is not just family, this is anybody. This is emotional abuse. This is someone who intentionally withdraws their love, their affection, their emotion, and they do it to put you in your feelings. They're using it as a manipulation tactic. hmm Because they know it's gonna make you feel some type of way. For some of you, if this is like relationship, they're trying to make you chase them. We're not dealing with that. We're not dealing with that. This is family as well. They intentionally withhold love and affection from you. That's very toxic, y'all. And that's narcissistic tendencies. And so you got to learn how to be okay with just being like, if because I don't we don't do unconditional love in this season, because we love ourselves unconditionally. I love me. So if that's how you got, that's how, if I got to make you happy or do what you want me to do in order for you to love me, then I don't want your love. I don't want it. Yes. Look, yes, my family do it all the time and use the children so I can be vulnerable. Yeah. And I need somebody to know this as well. Which part? Can I just drop this on the chat, in the chat? I'm on the rise. I'm on the rise. I'm gonna tell you, I'm on the rise. Drop this in the chat. I'm on the rise. How do you know? Because your family will be the first ones a lot of times to let you know that you're on the rise. Why? Because something to come at, like somebody may come at you out of nowhere with just some negativity or some negative energy. Like the enemy, if you will, the shadow, the darkness. We'll use the enemy because I believe in it. When I tell you that you can know when you are on the rise, because the enemy don't care who he use now. He don't care who he use. He he will send, like, it'll be a family member that come up against you and you just be like, what? And the closer they are, the harder it can be. So this is what that one this is when you got the Ephesians, what, 6:11, somewhere around there, 11:12, put on the full armor. Hey, dearest one, you got to understand. Every time, I kid y'all not, every time, it's been like the past 4 or 5, it's happened about, well, I'll say about 3, 4 times now. Anytime I had a breakthrough, anybody, and come on, God, some of you are getting ready to have a moment where you're going to have a success. Something is going to happen that's positive for you. And this is how you're going to know that the enemy is using somebody that's close to you. You're going to have a breakthrough, big or small, whatever it is. There's going to be something that you accomplish, something great and amazing that happens in your life. Why? Because we in that energy, that great and amazing things are happening for us. Okay. Thank you, Lord. We we already know we're in expectation of the Lord doing great and amazing things. And so you're going to have a great and amazing experience. Something is going to come in that is going to make you super happy. Something you've been praying for, you've been asking the Lord for. Thank you, Lord. It's finally happened. I can't believe it. And boom, what is the enemy going to do? He's going to try to send somebody in that is going to try to rain on your parade. They're going to come with venom. I'm not here to try to sugarcoat nothing for you with you. They're going to come with venom to you, going to be like, and do you know that there have been so many times that I've had something positive to happen, whether I was launching something, whether I had just accomplished something positive had happened in my life. And no, I'm talking, it wasn't no delay. When I tell you the very same day, it was like the enemy came with venom, y'all. You got to start paying attention to these things in your life. When I say venom, I was like, clutch his pearls. Could not believe it, y'all. Could not. But I got the first time it happened, y'all, I was in my feelings. Man, I was so in my feelings. And then it happened again, and I was like, man, I didn't been here before. And then the next time it happened, I was like, oh yeah, I see you now. And now to the point when it happened, I just be like, oh, okay. Click. I just be like, baby, not today. You're not finna steal my joy. But see it, but you understand that this is how you start to learn the tactics of warfare. Come on, spiritual warfare, because it is real, y'all. We not fighting flesh and blood. This is things that's happening in the spirit. Soon as you have a win, the enemy will try to come in. But not today, Satan. Drop that in the chat. Not today, Satan. You will not steal my joy. You will not. You will not disturb my spirituals. You ain't finna you ain't finna rain on my parade. However you want, not today. Not today. When something great and amazing happens, it's like the enemy coming in trying to try to knock you down a step. The enemy don't want you to be happy. You know that. So you have to understand how these things play out in your own life. And this has happened to me so many times now to where I completely understand it. And I need you to know that when that happens, either you just had a breakthrough or you getting ready to receive one. You getting ready to receive it. I cannot make it up. Start paying attention. And then this is how you start like really just developing. That's the full armor. Be like, Lord, not today. I'm happy. I'm joyful. I'm peaceful. I just accomplished something. No, I'm not falling for it today. Not today. Okay. Secrets holding, look, then we're not talking about jealousy and envy. I can't make it up. You can't compete where you don't compare. Somebody drop that in the chat. Jealousy, envy, stop being salty. I can't make this up, y'all. I can't make this up. I can't make it up. It's jealousy. Secrets. There are people that are holding back vague answers, telling the truth. Trust your intuition. Do you think somebody just gonna come up and walk up to you and tell you that they feel some type of way about your success? They're not gonna do that. Be mindful for those, because you realize I claim elevation in every person's life on this live. I know that every person in here is going to be victorious, successful. I know that you are moving into your next level. Drop that in the chat. Level up. Level up. Level up. Why do I know that? Because I know that if you over here, that we are on a journey of leveling up. Period. So you may go outside of here and it may be some folks that's trying to compete with you or come in. We don't do that over here, because I know if my tribe moves up, then guess what? I move up too. Ain't nobody gonna come and tell you that they jealous or envious of you. However, your discernment on point, so you gonna be able to see. And this is family, friends, spouses. You think the people that you surround yourself with, you think they don't feel some type of way because you're happy? because you are in your best energy, because you being and becoming, because they decided to stop. Yeah, I'm sorry that you decided to what? Stop. But I'm not taking on your negative energy, baby. We too busy over here being blessed, positive, abundant, happy, creative. We're too busy over here building businesses. We're creating healthy relationships. That's why them old relationships had to fall away. You couldn't take them old relationships with you. Why? Because you don't need any of these type of people in your circle. So the Lord, when you tell the Lord, Lord, reveal and remove the people from around me who are not meant to go with me into this next level. Remove them. And I release them with love, light, and healing energy. And I'm not trying to be funny, but I don't care who it is. Remove them, because I ain't got time for these type of people. These type of people will sink your ship. Sometimes we be mad when the Lord tell you you got to remove a person. Baby, the Lord knows their heart and yours. And he knows that if he blesses you, you going to want to bless them, and they don't deserve it. Everybody in this season is not going to deserve your energy. They're not going to deserve your time. They don't deserve you. This comes back to knowing your worth and your value. If you don't value yourself, the people who don't value you going to keep not valuing you. And in this season, baby, I'm valuable. Drop that in the chat. Drop some diamonds in the chat. Baby, I'm too valuable for that. I'm too valuable for your toxicity. I'm too valuable for your negativity. I'm too valuable. I don't know who need this one the mess, man, but you better be working on your self-love and self-care and self-worth and self-value every single day. You gonna get, because you got to know it before. And this is for some of you, you're starting an entrepreneurial journey, and you got to know the value of your service, your product, your whatever, before anybody else will see it. I'm too valuable, DJ Royalty. I'm royalty in this thing. I'm too valuable. I add value every day to come on, God. I add value to every person who I interact with every single day. Every day, Sandy. Baby, I'm too valuable. And some of you, this is why you're getting ready to start, man. I'm not, no. If you don't value me, my time, my energy, and what I'm giving you, I ain't going to be able to deal with you too much, because I'm too valuable. But I believe that's because I believe that for myself, right? I don't need anybody else to see my value. I have to know my value. I know my value. It's one of them, I know what I bring to the table kind of things for whoever needs that. Come on, 811. So some of you, it's going to be some people who don't like you simply because you know your worth and your value. I'm sorry, love you, honey, one with the love of the Lord. Alicia says, I just went through this exact thing. The garbage is, I'm talking about taking out. But this is a process, y'all. This is confidence. This is, Lord, because when you know how the Lord values you, you'll never stop. You'll never undervalue yourself. I won't be undervalued. I will not. I will not. I don't need this. The thing for somebody, whoever needs this, you got to realize that your people, you don't even know, you don't even understand that that's why people don't like you. Anybody in here ever felt like, they just said the underdog? Anybody in here ever felt like the underdog? That's that black sheep energy I'm talking about. Okay, for a lot of y'all, that's the thing. You, baby, let me tell you something. Come on, Joseph. Come on, David. They started talking to me about David. Do y'all remember that when Samuel was going to anoint the king, the new king, that David's daddy brought all the other sons in but him? Anybody read that part of the Bible? It was First Samuel and Sam. I think that's right. He was outside tending to the sheep. Like, they need, all the other brothers came. He brought all the other brothers in. They were tall and handsome and strapping young men, and he was none. And do you realize that he became greater than all of them? I resonate with David in the Bible. I do. I resonate with David. I do. Because there's some folks that they count you out because for whatever reason. Which part? Can I just say this? Because this is me giving somebody some encouragement to understand your power, your value. This is not this is nothing but you need to have some self-confidence in your spirituals. This is me speaking life into you and making you understand the reason some folks don't like you is because they already saw who you were before you even saw who you were. Do you understand that people will know your power, your value, your worth? They will know who you are before you even become who you are. That's where jealousy and envy comes from. There are people who can see the light shining in and through you before you even activate that light all the way. Do you understand the power of that statement? That your light is shining just that brightly, that your anointing is shining just that brightly. So you don't know why somebody don't like you because the light is on you, child. Because the light is shining in and through you, even if you haven't fully activated it yet. Do you realize? Drop this in the chat. I'm activated. Who need that message, child? It's some folks that they don't even know why they don't like you because your light irritates their demons. You didn't heard that before, but this is us understanding what these things mean. I ain't never did because your light irritates their demons. That's why. Because you come in with love, light, and healing energy, and they're focused in. Y'all realize this is dark energy. This the shadow. We don't play on that side of the street. That's why some folks don't like you. That's why they can't help. You ain't did nothing to them. They just don't like you. Let them not like you. Why you worried about them folks anyway? I know it ain't nobody in here worried about if somebody like you or not. Who cares? What they got to do with you? Cause child, I done got in my spirituals. I know you ain't around here caring if somebody like you or not. Cause you can't make somebody like you. If they don't like you, oh okay, we'll love you anyway. You think just because it's a family member they exempt? No. You think your family members won't dislike you because you've decided to go after your dreams? You think your family, your husband, your husband, your wife, bae, your sis, bae, you think they won't feel some type of way? Just because no, because do you realize how many folks around you put they stop right where they at and they have settled where they're at. And anybody in here said, I'm no settling this season. Ain't no settling this season. Anybody, do you understand that people will be mad simply because you have the courage and the confidence to pursue your dreams? Because you didn't decide to stop just because of your environment? Because you didn't decide to like, do you realize people will make up a reason to be mad at you? That's what we were talking about. Like, and stop trying to figure out why. Who is doing this? Whose message is this? Now listen now. Why you trying to figure out why these folks don't like you? You gonna have to be all right with people not caring. So what that got to do with anything? You ain't never gonna, and guess what? They probably ain't never gonna tell you. Live your life. Come on, T.I. Rihanna, you better live your life. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Nothing. Why are you trying to figure out why are you even spending energy on this? Whose spirit names is this? Because and I'm saying it nice. They not as happy about this. They saying it with forcefulness. You better not spend not near another minute trying to figure out why these folks don't like you. Who cares if they like you or not? Who has time for that? Well, I'm back. Anybody have time for that? You don't need to be accepted. What, like some kind of club or organization? Baby, don't nobody got time for that. You and guess what? You gonna attract your tribe. Sometimes you got to be rejected in order to be accepted. Do you understand? Sometimes you got to be rejected in order to be accepted. Accepted in the right place. Accepted in the right places. Because rejection is protection. You ain't got to be a part of everything. You just got to be a part of the right things. Mm-hmm. That's it. Well, yeah, child. I don't even feel like we got to really clarify these today, but we're good. Yeah, because they said what they had, what they said. What else, y'all? Mm-mm. You're gonna be attracted to your tribe, like real deal, y'all. Like I don't. I've been here and I understand it. But I guess I don't want to talk about that. What is that? It? Because this ain't. You'll know if that's your message, and you ain't got to put your business in the street. But you'll know. You'll know if that's your message. You ain't got to. You don't need to be accepted. God accepts you. He really does. And if God didn't, if you remove some of you, you're getting ready to remove yourself from connections and places that they have served their purpose. Remember, y'all, we go through experiences so we can learn what we need to learn. And some of you, the reason that some networks and communities no longer serve you is simply because it's time for you to level up. It's time for you to elevate. And some of you, it's almost like going from being a follower to being a leader. Does this make sense? Thank y'all. It's like for some of you, it's no longer time for you to follow, it's time for you to lead. And that's that diminishing your light, because you can stay attached to certain places and people and things, but for some of you, it's time for you to step into who you are. You've learned from the experience, but now it's time to become the leader in your own life. Okay. God and I are friends now, and we're whooping ass. I'm trying to tell you. And this the thing, y'all, you don't have to burn bridges when you walk away from people, places, and things. This is just an understanding wherever this could be a job. For some of y'all, this is like your job. You just understand that it's time to grow. Drop that in the chat. It's time to grow. It is time to grow. And so you want to start surrounding yourself and putting yourself in growing environments. You don't want to put yourself, we don't do, it's like stagnant energy. Yeah, it's just time to grow. That's it. So you've already made connections. There are people who you still may communicate with. I don't know who needs this part of the message, but you got to grow, and we're not going to stunt our growth in this season. Like a lot of times when you start to feel impatient or anxious, or it's like the Lord is trying to show you and make you pay attention, like it's time to grow. It's time to step into something new. It's time to elevate. It's time. Especially if it's like if you and that's the thing, you can create growth in your life, and I'm going to keep creating growth. I'm a keep creating growth. So I don't know who needs that message, but it's just time to level up. And your spirituals, your inner self, your spirituals, your whatever you want to call your higher self, is always trying to help you grow. Always. Always. It's like your body constantly growing. Just if you think about it like that, like your inner self, your spirituals is always trying to help you grow, elevate, advance, be happy. So if you think about it that way, you'll start praying like, man, how can I grow today? How can I grow today? What area of my life can I grow in today? And so you start praying that way, and your spirituals will start showing you. I feel like this is leading to purpose. When you start praying that way and start praying for growth, then your spirituals are going to start leading you in the area, in the networks, into the connections that are going to help you grow. You'll start attracting the things that you need to, the relationships, the people. This is why we had to do the release work. Do you understand how we structured this live today? We started off getting some things off our chest. Man, let me just say some stuff. Let me just let this go. Let me vent. Because this is the thing. If you don't do something with this energy, that means you're gonna carry this energy. You gonna keep holding on to it. So why did I start this live at the beginning with venting? This get it out. Say it with your chest. Get it out. Cause why? We ain't got room. We got to make room to grow. Do this in your life. Do this however many times. Do it once a week, where I don't care if you do it on Saturdays as you're resting. Like, man, if you do it on Friday, I don't care. You got to let go of the energy so that you can make room to grow. So if you need to do this every day, let go every day, because every day is a new page, a new chapter. Don't take that energy into tomorrow. Don't take that energy into tomorrow. Man, listen, let me get this off my chest because I release it, I receive it, and I'm thankful for the experience. Be grateful for it anyway, even if it pissed you off, even if you don't like it, be grateful for it anyway. Release it with love, light, and healing energy. God, I give it over to you, and I thank you for the experience, and I thank you for stepping me into a new day, into a new beginning. And then you move into a new day. Today is a new day, and great and amazing things are going to happen for us today. Release and receive. You anybody in here trying to manifest something? Well, the point of this live was to help you release so you can make room to hold the blessings that God is trying to bring into your life. But you got to make room for it. A lot of us, you're looking for relationships and friendships and people who you can be vulnerable with, but you got to make room for that. So what do? You stop holding on to the pain and the hurt from people who you were vulnerable with. You release that and you say, you know what, I'm open to being vulnerable, because now I'm going to attract people who are not going to use my vulnerability against me. Because we done all had people use our vulnerability, our pain against us. So you release to receive. I release those who did so that come on, so I can receive those who won't. Make sense? And then but if you hold on to that, then you're gonna keep attracting that. Be the energy you want to attract. Let me release what I don't want so that I can attract what I do want in every area of your life. And you ain't got to beat it in the ground. You just got to do it and be like, okay, and watch how much better you feel. Watch how your shoulders start to feel more relaxed. Watch how your energy doesn't feel as heavy. Your body, you just feel better. You get a different perspective on life. And you still be like, man, I still love them. But man, I feel glad that I'm not holding on to that hate and that anger and that disappointment and that frustration. Those are heavy feelings. That's heavy energy, and you can't manifest from that place. You can't bring things in from that place. So we gonna stop holding on to that, let it go, release it, and then we gonna let it burn. Okay, and then we're going to start attracting, we're going to start bringing in the things, because now you're going to feel better, because you're going to be like, man, I understand that, but I'm not going to carry that. I'm not going to be able to do it, because then when you notice the difference, this is the shift. So somebody is shifting into this energy of manifesting and bringing in new relationships and people, and the Lord is trying to bring these things in. Come on, guys, sometimes we pray and we ask the Lord, like, why is this not happening for me? Why are the things that I want not coming in? Because if you're full of this, you can't get the things, because the stuff you want is at a higher vibration than this. It really is energy, y'all. It really is. So if all your body is consumed with is this is why you got to guard your portals. If all you're consuming is this is all you're going to attract. We not on that over here. Level up, right? We're not doing that. So we're releasing that. Take a walk, transmute the energy. Okay, whatever you need to do. I hope that helps somebody. And it's the process. Please don't leave talking about Touche said it was gonna happen overnight. No, it's not. But when you become aware of it, and when you become aware of what you're holding on to, and you make a very intentional decision that you're going to release it, you're going to start shifting your energy. You're going to start shifting your mindset. You're going to start shifting into in a higher vibration, and you're going to start attracting the things that you truly want. Because I guarantee don't none of us want any more of this. Okay. Whatever you need to do. And so these are just some, look, she's skating. Go on, girl. You skate then. I don't know how to roll. Oh, she's on regular. No, them rollerblades. I don't know how to do that. Because a lot of us praying like, and remember, we don't pray from a place of lack. We pray from a place of abundance. Pray from a place of it's already done. Hmm. So I hope that helps somebody. as we're moving into our weekend. We're not going to take this in old energy. We stepping into a whole new month. We're not taking that energy into our September. We're not going to be able to do it. I ain't going to be able to do it. Focusing on our mindset, because Virgo energy, overthinking, right? Overthinking. And don't burn your house down, Lord. Don't burn your house down. Talking about Touche told me to burn this letter. Go outside and don't do it in the grass. I'm not Fire Marshal Bill, so I'm not. Don't listen. We going into Virgo. We going into September, and we're focused on our mindset. Y'all know Virgos love y'all. Happy birthday. But don't look. Cause they first thing they gonna say, don't. I wish ooh, don't burn your house down. Okay. Don't do it. Be careful. If you are doing the answer, if you're doing the challenge, the GWTF challenge, then we're gonna be talking about this on Sunday's coaching call. Y'all make sure child, let me say it, and I'm gonna say it, and it's on camera, and I got it recorded that I said it. I was, because y'all somebody come talking about Touche said I would listen, I almost cuss a worded. I did. I was finna say it. No, I didn't. I said be careful and be responsible. And if you can't handle fire, then don't you touch nothing. Don't you use a match, a candle. You better not nothing. Cause I ain't tell you to do it. I know y'all remember that one time I lit that letter. I did. I burned the forgiveness letter in the sink, y'all. The way that fire flew up. It flew up. I was like, oh Lord, I thought I was going to burn my house down. So let me hurry up and tell somebody. Don't even go stand in the middle of the street and burn it. If you ain't safe with fire, then don't do it, because I don't even want to hear your mouth. I thought it was. It didn't leave no mark on the cabinet, did it? It about did. Anyway, don't tell. I'm trying to tell somebody so you don't make the same mistake I did. Okay, so just told y'all. Do it, yes, and do it with the full moon, because that is a great and fantastical time to release some stuff. Y'all better start using this energy. Oh, that's a good idea. Write it on a balloon and release it into the air. I ain't never did that. That sounds fun. Give it over to God. Write it on a balloon and give it over to God, and then let it go, and you don't even know what happened to it. That's a good idea. I'm gonna try that. That's something I do during Libra season. Yep. Do that during Libra season and them air signs. Y'all know I be about them signs. That's a good idea. Write it on a balloon. So in Libra season, we gonna be writing stuff on balloons. Wait a minute. That mean I got to blow the balloon up? I don't think I did that in the child. When last time I had to blow a balloon up? Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me think about this. Hold on. I don't know if my lung capacitors is in alignment with that. I ain't got no helium. That's a box to put letters to God in. Be mindful of the environment with the balloon. Child, we got to be mindful in every situation. Just do what's best for you. Oh, I got to set up. I ain't got Apple Music on my phone. Oh, I reckon I ain't set it up. Okay, I'm back. Whatever you need to do. Okay. Dollar Tree has a balloon blower. I'm gonna have to listen. I'm gonna figure it out. We might do that for Libra season. I ain't came up with the challenge yet for that, but child, I started thinking about my lung capacity. Child, these lungs is, I used to smoke and stuff. I mean, I don't anymore, but that expansion, I be tired just trying to run a little bit on the treadmill. What you mean? Anyway, I'm back. My lung capacitors is not what it used to be, child. I just got to I'm honest about me. Minted in my spirituals. Cause who I ain't gonna lie to is me. Oh, I'm not gonna lie to me. Yes, we might do that for Libra season. Let me just tell y'all about the challenge. If you are not in the coaching community, make sure that you get in the TU coaching community. We're having a coaching call on the 1st. When I realized it was September 1, I drank. I was supposed to stop, but I did. I ain't a dog. I ain't got no hoes, but I'm addicted to money, cars, and clothes. Do it big then. Okay, I'm back. I had a moment. Yeah, because some of that stuff don't resonate. I don't smoke or drink. I might have some wine. No, I ain't got no wine. I want some wine. I wasn't supposed to say that out loud. What they gonna do about my wine? One back. So Libra season, air sign season. I hadn't even got to that. That'll be the month of half September going into October. So that would be like October-ish, because my son birthday coming up. Lord, he'll be 18 in just a little over a month, y'all. My son will be 18. We might do that for Libra season. Anyway, I'm back. Listen, make sure that you get in the TU community. We're going to do a coaching call on Sunday, y'all, simply because it is September 1. And I wasn't going to do a coaching call on Sunday, but number one, because we're going to be starting this challenge for real, for real. Thank y'all who have used my link on my website to get your ancestor money. I appreciate y'all for that. Y'all, let me tell y'all this. I'm mad. Let me show y'all. I'm going to show y'all because I'm angry. The journals, I'm redoing the whole journal. I'm redoing it. I got my journal yesterday. And I'm going to show it to y'all, but I'm not going to sell this to anybody else. So thank you to those of you who purchased it. Let me just tell y'all, if I'm not happy with something, I'm not going to offer it, right? And I was like, oh, this will be perfect for us to use. So I actually got my journal yesterday, but I'm not happy with it. Okay. Shout out to the people, but it's not giving what I wanted to give. And so I took it off of my website because I'm not happy with it. I'm not. And if it's something that I'm going to do, then I want it to be, if it's something that I'm going to offer, then I'm going to offer it. But I did. So after I got this, so I'm grateful for it, but I was just like, this ain't giving what I needed it to give. So I took it off of my website, and so I started creating the new one. Because I was a little disappointed with myself and with this, and I was just like, you know what, let me just start over. So I've already created the pages. I just got to figure out how I'm going to get it printed, get all of that done. I'm gonna pray. I said, Lord, if He bless me, then I'm gonna go ahead and just buy the little thing and hopefully create them for myself. I don't mind doing stuff like that. It's very creative for me, and then just be able to print the pages out. So this is no longer available on my website, but thank you to those of you who have purchased. I plan to be in a position to be able to um but I can come on here and I can tell y'all, like, if I'm not happy with something, I'm like, listen, y'all, I don't like this, and so it's not going to be available. So it gave me an opportunity to just really sit down and work on the journal that I want to create. The crazy thing is, y'all, it's already created. I just got to figure out how to print it or something. I sat down yesterday and I actually created all the pages, everything I want in it. So now I just got to figure out, the Lord will bless me with the wisdom. He either gonna bless me with the resources to buy it so I can print it myself and even bind it and everything myself, or He's gonna show me the resource, the way to go, to just have one printed. And so then I will actually have the one that I want to give y'all. So, and for those of you, I just want to say this. So I said I was going to show y'all. I wasn't, so it's no longer available. I took it off my website, but thank you to those of you who did purchase it. It was only a couple of them, and it really just made me get in gear to make sure that I wanted to really create the one that I created. And it's, y'all, the one that I created yesterday. I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited. I love journaling. It's a planner. It's an affirmation and gratitude journal. It's going to have a lot of different things in it. And so I'm very confident that the Lord is going to bless me with the resources for it. At least to create the first one, even if I had to just print the first one at, I don't know, a print shop or somewhere. I don't know. But anyway, I'm super excited because I actually put into on paper what I want to see in the journal. It's the Hydrate Your Soul affirmation planner or gratitude. I'm not really gratitude, but it has that in there. But anyway, so more to come on that. Okay. So just wanted to tell y'all that. TU, if you're not in the TU community, make sure that you get in the TU community. We are having a coaching call on Sunday, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Does it give daily inspiration too? It does. I've added different on different pages. I've added some things on there that I normally say. Um, it does. It gives it on different things on different pages, and they kind of it without it making it too long. I added some things on there that I think would be good, helpful to help you kind of journal, take notes, things like that. So it's a work in progress, but anyway, so more to come on that once I have some understanding. Maybe you can add some coloring pages. I don't know. I never really thought about that because it's a planner. So it's something that you'll be putting intention into and journaling in and writing in every day, just like a planner. So that may be a completely different planner or something or added to something else. But for this first one that I'm doing, it's focused, it's based on the planner that I got the other day. And being very intentional with your day. It's the hydrate your soul portion, scriptures, prayers, affirmations, gratitude. So it's focusing on the things that I use every day. Every day I'm grateful. Every day I have an affirmation. Every day there's a scripture that comes through. So it's just focusing on the different ways. This first one is just focusing on different ways for me to be intentional. What's my goal for the day? Like what am I expecting the Lord to do? Um, and so that's what I did yesterday. So more to come on that. Yeah, it is. Um, that's yeah. And Jay Cosby, true story. When you were just like, man, I need a planner. I was like, man, and it's like for 2024, 2025. So I feel like the Lord is going to do it sooner rather than later because I actually set it up for September through 2024 through August 2025. So I was just like, okay, Lord, I'm just, so me, Lord, this is what I need. I need these resources to do this. And yeah, so that's that. Okay. Thank you, dearest one. Hello, honey one. Hello. So more to come on that, y'all. So stay tuned for that. Get on the website. Get on the email list, touchegermain.com, because as soon as I know something, then I will give y'all that information. The two memberships that I set up, I wanted to talk about this as well. There's one that's $44 a month. There's another one that's $88 a month. The $88 includes one coaching session per month. What are some of the things that I'm going to be helping you with? As I was telling them today in the journal meditation that we do on Facebook every day or Monday through Friday, y'all, I've done so much in this season of just learning, building websites, creating Etsy shops, creating Shopify stores, building platforms, Instagram, all of my platforms, like creating content, editing, all of these things that I've done in this journey. And the Lord was like, you got to start sharing it. So for those of you who are in the coaching community, I'm going to be like I can already tell y'all, we're going to be heavily focused in Capricorn season on work things because I'm kind of doing it month by month. Like for this season, for the month of September, we're focused in on mindset and really creating an abundance mindset and opening ourselves up to creativity. So for September, we're working on mindset. And I can tell y'all for like October, we're working on intuitive development and really being tapped in to feel like what we're like our feelings and connecting. It's October. It's like when the veil is the thinnest. And so really tapped in and just doing things like that. Sagittarius season is a perfect time to start getting ready for what you want to see manifesting in at the beginning of the year because it's all about higher education, learning, wisdom, really connecting. October will be focused in on the subconscious and really learning how you plant seeds into your subconscious. But first we gotta start at the starting point with where's your mind at? Like how do you think? Like this week, the last assignment that I gave for the coaching community is what is your relationship with abundance? Like, what is your relationship with it? What do you think about it? And so we're always going to have something specific that we're working on for the month, as well as a challenge. And so we're doing the God with the faith. Why? Because we're speaking on abundance and abundance mindset. We're learning about how to reprogram our mind, hence the ancestor money and using the planner, the journal, things like that. So that's what we're doing in the coaching community. Plus, for those of you who need it, depending on what your focus is, helping you with your website. If you want to learn about website, e-commerce stores, Shopify, Etsy, all of these things that I've done, I was like, man, I got to show people how to do this. And of course, I can put it, do YouTube videos on it. But the first thing I want to do is like share it with the community, with the coaching community. So those are the kind of things that I'll be sharing and kind of showing y'all like, hey, this is what I did. When you get in the coaching community, depending on which one that you signed up for. Okay. So that's the other thing. And I'm continuing to learn and continuing to have new coaches and mentors as well. So as I learn, then y'all will learn as well. But all of us are at a different point. And so once you know where your starting point is and you start to move in that direction, if I'm able to be a resource for that, then I will. That was really it. Then we have, oh my gosh, then we have something else coming up. Beauty on a Budget. Y'all know we just gonna be hanging out. That's on 9/22. So make sure you get in where you fit in for that. That's gonna be, it ain't gonna be childless. And we just gonna stop for a second because life be life. And I've been hearing so many people just tell me, like, man, life is life and it's a lot going on. And so as life is just life, and right, we sometimes just need a minute to sit back and say, man, I just need to kick my feet up. And I feel like I work so much that I don't take enough downtime to really do that. So make sure you join us for that. That will be in we'll be doing it on Discord as well, or yeah, it'll be in Discord. But so make sure you get in for that. And that's it, y'all. That's it. We have time for a couple of people to come up. If you want to come up and give a reflection on today's message, if you would like to come up, then make sure, then go ahead and click I don't know what button y'all push, but you can come up and see. And if the message resonated in your spirituals, okay, if it resonated in your spirituals and you would like to come up and give your testimony, then by all means, please come up and talk about that. This was a good message. It's just us knowing the things that we got to let go of, the things we got to release in order to just really start receiving the things in our lives, y'all, that we want to receive. Because I've been big on that. I've been big on talking to the Lord and just being like, okay, Lord, what's anchoring, what's holding, what's how am I lacking clarity? And this is also me just saying, look, this is who I am, and I'm showing up authentically. I'm not, if you listen, yeah, everybody ain't gonna like you, and I'm no longer in a season where I need people to like me. So it's just like, oh, okay, well, if that's how you feel, okay, cool, right? It doesn't bother me. I don't. I don't. So, and I pray that everyone gets to that place, and it's just a place of love you, but I just got to keep on moving forward. I just got to keep on doing me. I just got to keep on, I just got to keep on going forward. And I pray that everybody would be like that. I'm grateful because I've really gone through this level of healing, so I don't have as much of this to deal with. And so a lot of times people don't want to talk about their family, or they like the people that's closest to them, because it's your family. But at the same time, you can't not you can't keep, like, I don't know, I just feel like, because I feel like people be hiding behind. I think that's part of the problem, man. Don't nobody say what they want to say. And my thing is this: if you bold enough to say it to somebody else, you gonna, like, grab your nuts, say what you want to say to me. Cause what? Don't talk about me, talk to me. What you got if you got something to say, then why not say it to the person that you need to say it to? And this is for y'all as well. If there's something that you need to get off your chest, you either gonna release it or you gonna tell the person that you need to tell. You cannot just continue to and you don't need to be that person that's going and talking about other people in your family to other folks. Don't do that. Say what you need to say to them, and then let it go, because that's still continuing to just stay in the same energy. If you can say it to Exactly, if you can say it to others, you can say it to me. And a lot of times the reason they won't say that is because they know it's a lie. And for some people, you just got to let it go. But if you got something to say, you either gonna have to make a decision to say something about it, or you gonna have to release it with love, light, and healing energy, and just be like, you know what, I just can't even keep holding on to this. I'm in the season where I'm just not gonna keep holding on to this. I've been past this season. But even with the people in my family, like, I just had to learn to be okay with not, right. I had to learn to be okay with not saying anything, with not just being like, you know what, I'm gonna just let you be who you are, because I'm gonna be who I am, and that's just it. Okay, say it with your chest. Mimi in the building. Oh, look, let me come. Okay, look, I hope I didn't miss nobody. I think I had moved it to the other side. What you was doing, honey Wunny? Can you hear me? Yes, I can hear you now. What you was doing? Some lazy stuff, laying in bed. Look, I wish I was. I wish I was. It was my day off today. I had a day off, so I was like, I'm sleeping. I'm relaxed. Like, come on, day off. We receive it. We receive the day off, and it is a beautiful thing. Yeah, so I wanted to point out how the message today resonated with me so well, because, like, when me and my family, I am the black sheep, me and my mom. And I, for so long, felt like I was just pointed at automatically because, one, I'm my mama's child, and my grandma really didn't like her own daughter. And so me being her child played a part on me, which means all her other kids, when it came down to grandkids, she did everything for those grandkids. Everything. But me, I was nobody. I wasn't nothing. My mama got you. It's grateful. Yeah, my mama does have me. Why? Because she been taking care of me all her life due to my father being killed. You know, so she ain't need y'all. She did everything she needed to do. So for a long time, I was like built up with so much anger, so much anger. Like, every time they said something to me, or they tried to tell me something about my life or what I was doing, I came back at them so strong. Like, I have respect for my grandmother. I didn't have no respect for her kids. It was nothing. And then my grandma passed away last year, or the year before, I can't even remember. But when she passed away, she left all that hurt in this family, where it was, my mother didn't matter. My mom got sick at her funeral, and we had to go to the hospital in the midst of her funeral. And everybody kept doing was trying to pull her up, and we like, she can't move. We need to call the ambulance. But no, they were so focused on getting to that funeral site, the time frame, the everything. And I'm like, enough is enough. Y'all didn't even speak on my mom at the funeral. Y'all did put my daddy, saying that my grandma didn't like my daddy, in the obituary. Y'all went at me hard. And then y'all want me to sit here and say, I love y'all, and act like nothing happened. No, I love y'all. I forgive y'all, but I don't want to have nothing to do with y'all. I'm okay with that. I got a family outside of y'all. I created a family without y'all. I'm gonna be okay. But for so long, and it's still going on. They have things, they do things, they everything, and me and my mom are nothing. But when y'all want us to cook, here y'all go calling us, and then y'all don't want to pay us to cook, but y'all will pay somebody else to cook. And it was like, enough. When we did stuff for the family, because my mom tried to get the family to be together, she tried for us to be together. She always had something at the house, and nobody ever contributed to nothing. But yet they came to the house with trays and trays to take food home. And I'm like, Mom, enough. Stop. Because you're not doing nothing but hurting yourself. You're hurting yourself even more, because they gonna do nothing but stab you right after. So finally, me and my mama just took a breather. We talked, and I just said, Mom, if you want to work out with your family, that's on you. But please, for my healing upon myself, do not add me in it no more. Because I'm done. I'm 41 years old, about to be 42, and y'all been doing this same thing to me
since I was a baby.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all think I don't realize it, but everybody sheltered my younger uncle, who was about a year younger than me, sheltered him from everything, but yet made me see everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. I see every negative thing that they did. And when we decided to sit down with my grandma and have a conversation before she died, she decided not to do the conversation. And so I'm like, see, that was an opening for us to just release. And it's always getting shown, it gets shut down, it get knocked.
Mm-hmm.
So leave me alone. I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
And when I succeed, I will succeed. And y'all can keep judging me, saying I'm not gonna be nothing. Y'all can keep telling me stop using my look to get somewhere. Y'all can tell me all of that. All of that. Just keep being down on me, but that ain't doing nothing but making me strong. And so I had to finally release. And last year, I released, especially after being in a bogus relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I finally was like, I'm done with everything. I'm done. It's
Mm-hmm.
time for me to focus on. So when you were talking about the message today, it hit me, and I was just like, I breathed, and then I said, I'm done. I'm done.
Come on.
So I thank you. I thank you for that.
Well, first of
And
all,
I'm gonna
I'm
close.
so grateful for your vulnerability, dearest one. It's not easy a lot of times. And this the thing, it's so much easier to talk to things, people who don't know your family, who can't make no comparison. And some people, but the thing about it is, even with all that being said, this is the first thing I want to say. I want to commend you on focusing on the thing that you said about your healing, your growth. You told, even that's boundaries. You putting the boundary up with your mama and saying, mama, listen, you can do what you want to do, but I'm not going to, don't include me, because for my healing and for me, I don't want to be bothered. And so I'm great. I think that's the most important thing, is for you to be like, man, you can do what you want to do, but I don't want to be a part of it. And let me just tell you, your family, much as you can't pick your family, but all of us, I'm a true believer that we incarnated into the families that we incarnated into, so that we could experience certain things, so they can do just what you said, make us stronger, go through experiences that make us understand, like, listen, if the Lord, if even if I can't get the love that I need from this family, the Lord will place me around people who love me without me needing anything from them, who just love me because I am me. And so when you start to release this idea that just because you're related to somebody, and but so just you no no, because they're just like you said, they're the ones who will continue to kind of, like, they'll just continue to pour poison and alcohol on that wound, and just hurting over and over and over, until you finally get to the point you say, yeah, that's enough for me, dog. I'm not going to keep doing that. So I want you to be very proud of yourself for the fact that you've decided to put you first and say, if this ain't the family that's going to love and accept me unconditionally just for who I am, guess what? The Lord is going to put me in the family that I need. And guess what? He already did, because you, of course, are a part of the community. And sometimes we got to go through multiple places to find the place that we fit. But the Lord is always going to put you in the place where you need to be to receive the love that you need to receive. And so I'm grateful for you being a part of this community. I'm grateful for the healing that you're doing. And just keep doing that. Just keep doing what you're doing. And if don't nobody else believe in you, first of all, God believes in you. And second of all, we believe in you. I know that Mimi's Designs, come on, Mimi's Designs is going to be successful, right? So, and we just talked about briefly the other day, one of the things that hopefully we'll be working on in the future is like building your website or your landing page, so you can have a place to start putting your artwork and your earrings and the things you're going to add to Mimi's Design. So when I say that every experience is a necessary experience, it is a true story, y'all. There's always a reason that the Lord takes us through something, and more often than not, is to strengthen us in some area of our life, so that we can, and it makes us grow. Going through those experiences, man, it really does. It shows you who you are, because when you can be hurt by family and overcome that hurt by family, you can overcome anything, y'all. And that is like because they're the closest ones and they'll hurt you the most. And so when you can kind of be conditioned, it's unfortunate. We don't want people, we don't want to say that about our family. But at the same time, man, if I can deal with it from the people who are closest to me, I know I can deal with it. And it's not going to affect me the same when it's someone outside of me. It really conditions you to be able to handle people, relationships, and just how other people use you. So thank you for sharing that. You already know you on your path to healing. And you're just going to continue to grow. You're going to continue to evolve, and even in all areas of your life. You're just gonna keep growing. That's it. I'm proud of you. I know you're doing great and amazing things, and you're just gonna continue to move forward despite what any of them, anybody would have to say. And we're gonna pray for their healing. We're going to pray for their healing. We're going to pray abundance into their lives, because one thing for certain, two things for sure. When you can pray for the people who don't feel no type of, or feel some type of way about you, when you can still pray abundance and happiness and joy and peace into their lives, the Lord appreciates that, and it shows your heart posture, and it's a beautiful thing, and it really opens you up to the flow of abundance as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Love you, dearest one. Love you. Come on, that Sugar Shack. I am the real Trina Monique Hearn. Well, hey, honey, what she was doing? I don't know who that is, but welcome. She say Sugar Shack TV. Okay, I'm back. That's it, y'all. So, thank you again, Mimi, for sharing that with us. Like, y'all, healing is a beautiful experience, and it ain't always the easiest, right? It's not always the easiest experience to go through. But when I tell you, when you start doing that healing and you really start stepping into just like you're out, because it will change your life. And the more you heal, the better you feel. Come on, bars. The more you heal, the better you feel. And so just know that. Okay. Just know that. So thank you, dearest one. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Of course, we'll know more about that because you are in the TU coaching community. So thank you as we continue to evolve into and grow in these processes and things. Okay. That's it, y'all. That's it. That's all we got for today. That's all I got. This is what are we doing this weekend? Coaching call on Sunday. I will see y'all on Monday. Go do great and amazing things. Have a great and amazing weekend in purpose and on purpose. Today has just been such an amazing day. And I know that great and amazing things are going to happen for all of us. I'm excited. I feel like this be the hardest. And it's so crazy because I feel like, I don't know, we might need I don't want to, we might have to start moving this to Wednesdays. We might have to move love and clarity to Wednesdays. Why? Because we don't want to. This ain't the kind of energy we even want to be on going into the weekend, if that makes sense. I think that we might start doing love and clarity on Wednesdays, and then that way we can end the week on something more positive, more elevated, more upbeat. That just came to me today, but I'm telling y'all right now, I'm changing it next week. I don't know if that makes sense, but I like going into my weekends with great and amazing energy, feeling good. It's Friday. We've gone through an entire week of going through it. So I would much rather hump days are typically one of the days that we that kind of like, Wednesdays is like, man, that's when you feel like, OMG, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. So we might switch this to Wednesdays because I don't want to go into the weekend on this time. Like, not I don't want it to sound bad, but these are always very healing conversations. And so I think it'd be more well suited for the middle of the week versus the end of the week. We finna turn up on Fridays because what? It's the weekend. And if you anything like me, I've been up at 4 a.m. every morning. And so I'm just saying, I want to have a fantastic and amazing weekend. And so we're going to start having fantastic and amazing Fridays. Okay. Friday's going to be lit, and that's it, because we need to be on that type of energy so it can carry over throughout the weekend. So that's happening next week. Just in case y'all, just telling y'all, we'll start doing love and clarity on Wednesdays. Okay. Let me make a note. I'm telling y'all, this planner, y'all just wait. This planner, because everything, it really is like, for me, it's turning out to be my clarity coaching planner. Like, fast forward, okay, fast forward Friday, okay, period. Um, This is like my whole little clarity coaching planner. I'm telling y'all, man, this is y'all just wait. It's coming. I can't wait to eat. I can't wait. Y'all, I don't know. Somebody tell me what to do. Um, I don't know, y'all. Like, I just keep getting ideas, and a lot of it is just for me, it's for coaching because I'm using this for clarity coaching. Okay. Did the comments get too out of hand while I was gone? No, child. I had to moderate it. I didn't mod it up. I'm gonna have to, if you want to moderate, I didn't well now I think I need one. Um I'm gonna be blessed. Listen, I'm a. This is the first planner of I know, or the first of many. But y'all, I got to figure out. I got the Lord. Thank you for the resources, because either I'm gonna get this little hole puncher thing from Amazon, or I'm gonna figure out somewhere where I can take these pages and say this is what I want, and this is how I want it set up. And I tell y'all, like I be just creating stuff. I'm gonna figure it out today. Look, mod it up, child. Mod it up. I'm telling you. I didn't mod. I had to mod up True Beauty because what? I already did, baby. I didn't already put that on the ancestor money. I want to say that we was gonna talk about this, but let me just say this to somebody real quick while we on here before we go. Because this is something we're gonna talk about in the coaching call on Sunday. The answer, it's already put it on the answer. I did that yesterday because I had money to still have money to spend. I got like $6,000 in my savings account because I literally hadn't spent all of my money every day. But I will tell, because this is the last challenge that I'm actually going to do. All the challenges are going to be in the coaching community. So let me just explain for this last challenge. We're gonna be doing monthly challenges, but I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it because I was gonna talk about it with y'all in the coaching community anyway. Can I just say this? And I need someone to get this very, very clear and make sure this is understood. It is not about the ancestor money. Let me say it again. This is not about the ancestor money. Just like money is a tool, the ancestor money is a tool. Remember, we're focused on mindset, right? We are focused on mindset for the entire month of September for this entire challenge. What I don't want anybody to get twisted about this challenge is thinking that if you just put this money, they put your intention on this ancestor money, that it's automatically going to happen. Do you have faith? Because without faith, it's not going to happen, and nothing is going to happen for you. Yes, I've had people say, I did it and nothing worked. Did you believe in it? Do you believe in what you're doing? Do you believe in God to help you? Do you understand that this is simply a tool? Faith without works is dead. Yes, but the reason I know that scripture, but I didn't want to say that because this is not even about the work part of it. It's simply about the faith part of it. That's why I didn't even finish the whole scripture. Because the thing about it is, don't think just because you write something on this ancestor money that, oh, it's just going to happen. Do you believe in what you're writing? Can you be excited about what you're asking for? Can you be excited about it before the Lord brings it into you? It's just like any other intention. It's just like any other prayer. This is about, come on, God, it's about your intention. Do you believe God to do this thing for you? Can you be excited about it before you see it? Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Can you be excited about something, happy about something, joyful about something before you see it? Before you see it. And because what is this challenge geared towards? Strengthening your faith. This God, what the faith? This is about strengthening your faith. This is not, and so if you, and it's teaching you so many things. It's teaching you about being mindful with your money. It's giving you a tool, something physical you can hold in your hand. If you have never held $10,000 in your hand before, well, then here's $10,000 that you can hold in your hand and set intentions with and spend energetically. Because remember, money is energy. So can I just tell y'all the way that I do this every day? I ordered ancestor money, but I have ancestor money that's in my wallet. Most of the ancestor money that's in my wallet, not all of it, but some of it, I have been writing on, right? So every morning I take out $5,000. I take out $5,000, right? And this is what I'm going to spend for the day. But what do I also do? Because remember, flow. I then go to the deposit, the deal that I did with Amazon, and I withdraw $5,000 and I put it back in my wallet. That way, money's always coming back to me. Even when I spend it, I still can go right back and some more comes back to me because I'm training my mind to know that money's always flowing to me. Money's always coming to me easily and effortlessly. You know, it's effortless for me to just go to the money that I have stored and just get $5,000 and put it back in my wallet. That money's always, I always have money around me. Money's always with me. I always have abundance. I'm always getting everything that I need. I'm always affirming that I'm always rich. I'm always wealthy. I always have money flowing to me. I'm always in the energy and the current of money. Money's always around me. I never have any shortage. I never have any lack. So I'm always putting, so whatever I use, it's always being replaced. My bank account is always overflowing. I always have more than enough. This is the mindset that I'm cultivating. And so I need somebody to know that you're going to have to look crazy. You're going to think you crazy. The way that you need to start teaching yourself and programming yourself about your money beliefs, because most of us have limiting beliefs when it comes to money. And again, this is a process. It's why we're doing this for a month. If you start creating flow in you, just with you start creating flow. My intention, Lord, when I give this over to Spirit, thank you, Lord, for blessing me. As I bless this in the spirit, you're putting it into my bank account, into my physical bank account. I'm so grateful that when I spend it in the spirit, it shows up in my physical bank, in my account. So if you don't believe that, you're not going to receive that. And this is not even, for me, it's not always about money. Thank you, Lord, for blessing me with ideas. You realize that since we've been doing this, I literally just in within one day, y'all think I tell, when I come on here and I tell y'all, man, I got this message today, or when we were journaling, I got this idea. Just like I went and created the memberships, that didn't come from anywhere. This is me creating the foundation of what my coaching program, TU coaching, clarity coaching and consulting. So it's like we be looking at it like, oh, it's gonna be money, it's gonna be financial. No, this is about me being in the flow of abundance, the flow of abundance. So what do? You create flow around yourself. Well, I know that I did a $321,000 deal with Amazon. I'm rich, big, right? I got this. Oh man, I did this deal. So every time I spend money, money comes to me. Every time I spend money, money comes to me. And so you're creating the flow. You're creating the flow. And then you thank you, Lord, because you're giving gratitude. And I said, and I was talking to the Lord about this in spirit them, and I was like, let me make sure I say this to somebody. Don't think that just because you write something on this ancestor money, it's going to happen. Because if you don't have faith, it's not going to happen for you. If you don't believe God to do something, if you cannot set an intention and say, I'm so happy and so grateful that this is happening in my life. And man, I mean, you and be excited about it coming into your life. This is what this challenge is doing. Now, I hope that makes sense. It's about your faith. It's about your intention. It's about enjoying spending money, enjoying spending your bills, being happy, and then you're energetically pulling things into you at the same time. When you change your mind, you change your life. Okay. So this is what I wanted to make sure that I pointed that out, because people would be like, oh, it didn't work for me. Well, clearly where's your faith? How's your faith set up? How's your faith set up? And for me, abundance is more than just money. The abundance is doing the things that I love, being able to share wisdom, share knowledge, make makeup, whatever you want to call it. How is your faith set up? This is about setting up your faith to know that if you ask, it is given. Yes, that's why are we reading the book Asking It Is Given, because we're working on an abundance mindset. So yes, we're doing the asking and it is given. I already know the book that we're doing for the next challenge. Why? Because I'm reading it. So it's like, I want that. So I hope that makes sense. I wanted to say that to somebody. This is about being intentional. This is about having your faith in the right place, knowing that if you ask God for something, that He's going to deliver. It's more than, but it's also, if you have trouble visualizing, which a lot of people do, a lot of times, if you have not had something, it's hard for you to see something. So you ever said, man, I wish I had the money for you do, because there's no shortage of money. Okay. You have not because you ask not. Trying to tell you, like, you have not because you ask not. So where are we asking? From a place of abundance, from a place of knowing that we already have it. If you can in your head say, man, this is worth so much more than the money that I got in my wallet, you will really start to become abundant. The Lord will start blessing you with ideas of how, like, man, how am I gonna build this foundation? How am I gonna do these things? It's so much abundance for me is so much bigger than money, y'all. It's just doing what you love. And then all of a sudden it's like, wow, it's like the journal, right? It's like the journal. It's just like, okay, Lord. And I told y'all when I bought this one, I was like, I know that right now this is going to be the foundation of my own journal, right? What just happened, y'all? So I hope that made sense to somebody. Um, because it's important to know that all of this is not focused on, because this is just a tool. It's about the intention and the faith. I'm talking about crazy, and we gonna talk about it again in the coaching call this weekend, y'all. But when I say you got to have crazy faith, do you know that I am walking around here cray, like, I don't care who knows it, who sees it. I'm surrounded by wealthy people, wealthy circumstances, wealthy. Y'all have no idea, like, the level of wealth and abundance that I've created. I'm talking about the Lulu in my mind and in my energy. And I'm just like, period. And that's just it. I've already moved into, I know the address for my dream house, y'all. Like, I'm not even playing big. I mean, I'm not even playing small in this season. I told y'all I'm not playing at all. The Lulu Nim. The Lulu Nim, y'all better get to know the Lulu Nim personally, because you're going to have to be that in order to break the mindset from where you're starting from. Look, not the Lulu is the Salulu. You is so foolish, but I love it. I love it. The Lulu is the Salulu. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Like, I'm on it. I am on it, y'all. So just know that, okay? Love it. The Lulu is the Salulu and is, okay? So y'all better be crazy about tapping into your imagination and just believing that everything you really want is already yours. Child, I love it. I got to write it down. The Lulu is the Salulu, child. You is foolish. That's so funny. I got to write down for the 30th. Anyway, child, you was on one of my, or was she on here before? That my mama, y'all. That ain't my mama. The Lulu is the Salulu. You better know it. So anyway, that's it, y'all. That is it. Child, look, I need to put that on the shirt. The Lulu is the Salulu. Cause what? It is. Be crazy about how you want your life to look. Be crazy about how much money in your bank account. Be cray about it. Okay. Telling y'all. So anyway, just saying, I wanted to make sure I told y'all that. Um, I'm gonna share, it's something else, but I'm gonna share that with the coaching community. I'll share that with y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all about it first. I'm not gonna talk about it on here yet. That's it, y'all. It was the same person, because remember the other day when she came in, I was like, oh, that my mama was in the, yeah, you was in the live at that point. And so anyway, that's it, y'all. That's all I got. Let me make sure. No, that was a vision. I had a vision of a lion today. I sure did. So we're gonna see what happens. I don't know exactly what it meant. I'm still, other than the Lord, but it was such a vivid picture when we were meditating. It was like I literally saw the card. Which card was that? Whose I Am card. I saw it. Yeah, I had a vision of a lion today. I sure did. When we were in our meditation, um, it was just as clear. It was just, and that's the thing, because I hadn't had it before. I had that vision come up before, but this time it wasn't even the same. The last time it was a lion on a hill, and I was still in LA at the time, and I saw a lion. It was a lion, it was like on a hill, and the lion was just kind of standing there, but it was a ways away. But this time it was like right in my, like, not like in my face, but it was like I was face to face with the lion. It was white. It was white. It actually was a white lion. It really was. It was a white lion, and it was like right in my face, but not up close. But it was just like there where I could just see like the it was big, but it was like the head of a lion. It was crazy. Do I think I don't? I felt like it was. I felt like I wasn't scared of it. It wasn't like a, oh my gosh, the lion's after me. Come on, keep it real. Um, it was just but it was just like there and I could just see it and like the eyes were just like looking at me. No, last time it gave me Narnia vibes when the lion was on the hill, but um this time it didn't give me the Narnia vibes. The last time it gave me Aslan on the hill. But this time it was just like I was face to face with. Okay, so let me go back. Let me say this before, because this is how I know, and that the Lord is gonna give me this, and I don't even know why I'm telling y'all about this, but let me just tell y'all. So this morning when I first hopped on TikTok today, the very first thing that was on my TikTok feed, somebody was coloring pictures. They were coloring tarot cards, and the card they were covering was the strength card. And I was just like, huh, but it wasn't a lion on the that they were coloring. It was like a woman, but it was the strength card. And I was like, huh, that's interesting. So went on, and this was after. Matter of fact, this was after. That was after, y'all, because, or was it this morning? It was before. It was before this live because I was getting ready. I'm lying. I take it back. It was this morning. I was getting ready to post some videos, and someone was coloring the strength card. And I was like, oh, okay. And I had already meditated before I did that. But then in the journal meditation, so they were coloring the strength card. And then in the journal meditation, that's when I saw the lion. And so, yes, the strength card, which is my personal, like my personal card in the tarot, because of my birthday, then the strength card is my personal card in the tarot. And so, then I ended up seeing that vision of a lion as well. So anyway, I don't know, but it was white. It was a white lion, and it was just like the big head of the lion. um but I can see it clear as day even now, like I can recall it. And so anyway, I don't know. There's the color. You owe me OMG. That's the second time. You know what? You were so right, Shay. There's the coloring again. What am I? You are so right. You are so right. Yes, the lion does symbolize. So that's exactly what it is. Strength, power, and courage. But you said something about coloring and saying maybe putting some coloring pages in my journal. And I was like, oh, and because we just talked about it, and I was like, oh, how can I incorporate that, y'all? The thing about it is like that would be let me just tell y'all one of the things, because it's like if I do a daily page, because I have a daily page, right, where you're going to be setting intentions, where you're going to be giving gratitude, y'all, it would have to be where you would have to buy a new journal every month. True Beauty, get out of my spirituals. Girl, get out of my spirituals. Lord have mercy. This is alignment. Can we just say alignment? Can we just say alignment? So let me tell y'all where my dilemma was. Y'all just play so much. Can I tell y'all where my dilemma was? Come on, creativity. Here was my dilemma. I was trying to decide whether I wanted to do a monthly journal, like one per month, or if I wanted to do a yearly journal. And I was leaning towards doing a monthly journal because the pages that I've created the pages that I've created, I was like, man, this is a lot. Because I had to go through and try to do, like what I was like, if I do this yearly, then it would be so many many pages, because it was like 30 pages or 30 pages for this for 1 month. That's like 30 pages by itself plus the other ones. So I said, I don't know if I wanted to do just a monthly where you would just have to get one every month. The thing about it is, if you get one a month, then if that's why, can I just tell y'all, this is why I wanted to do just, I would much rather just go print the pages myself versus, but it's just a lot. So this is me brainstorming, right? Um, because I was like, man, I didn't know I wanted to do yearly, but at the same time, I started looking at, look, what about, I already have the digital version. Like, I already have the pages created, y'all. I don't have coloring pages, but I already have the digital version where you can print them out yourselves. I did that yesterday. I did it yesterday, but I'm a very visual, so you can definitely print it out yourself. I already have those, and I was still looking at how to do it in a um and I just hadn't put it up for digital. But yeah, I love to write. So do a yearly journal, make the monthly page in the planner a coloring page. Yeah, but how, because it's a calendar. So how do you mm, mm, okay. I don't know. Why am I feel like I'm leaning towards monthly. And then whatever that month is, that monthly page could be a coloring page. Just like y'all just said, right? So January, let's just use the month of September, and that whole page is just a coloring page. Um, but then just having the regular daily stuff that you'll be doing, that'll be in there for every month. Yeah, listen, y'all, let's go to Discord. I'm finna go for the, if you in the TU community, y'all go to Discord. I'm finna hop on the Discord community right now. Let's take this over there real quick, and we can talk. Y'all can give me y'all ideas. That way I can start writing this down, and because I feel like it's a manifestation that's happening in like right now, because I set the intention for it. That's it. Let's go to Discord. If you are in the TU community, I will see you across the street. If you're not, go to my website, touchegermain.com. If you would like to partake, you can go and join the Discord community and the Facebook community for free. Okay. That's it. I will see y'all across